Vader sees Luke Skywalker destroy him. The figure that walks out of the blue-white beam of light is unmistakable as Luke Skywalker by his silhouette alone. And not just as any random wardrobe worn by Luke Skywalker in the original trilogy, either. The lightsaber and tunic are a dead ringer for Luke's appearance in The Empire Strikes Back, having arrived at Cloud City in search of his friends. It is a true glimpse forward through time, revealing to Anakin the young man who will one day bring about the end of Darth Vader. Even if that young man is still just a baby at this point in the Star Wars timeline. The significance of this vision born out of the Force, and not Anakin's own lived experiences or desires, isn't lost on the hero of the comic, who can only stand dumbfounded as Luke is born of the light, draws and ignites his lightsaber, and blasts Anakin into oblivion. Right out of the Force, in fact, as he soon comes to, having returned to his physical form, back into his half-robotic Darth Vader body. That marks the end of Anakin's experiments, returning to his master's side to take on the mission detailed in the original Star Wars movies. But now that his comic series has revealed this new Force vision in his canonical story, his life and outlook have been permanently altered. And as a result, the way the ensuing Star Wars movies are read must also be altered to match. The vision is one thing, and can only be fully understood and appreciated by viewers and fans. However, it must be remembered that from this point on, years before the first Star Wars begins, Darth Vader had the vision of his ultimate opponent burned into his memory, so when Luke Skywalker first stepped up to face Vader one-on-one inside Cloud City, he wasn't just seeing an opponent, a new Jedi, a hero of the rebellion, or even his son. Vader was seeing exactly what the Force had conjured up to overpower, overwhelm, and forcefully expel him from its borders. Which makes all of Vader's desperate pleas for Luke to join him, instead of standing against him, seem a bit more strategic. From Luke's point of view, fans can see him as an even more potent vessel of the will of the Force. Years before he would grow into a boy with dreams of joining the rebellion, the Force showed he was destined to not only stand against Darth Vader, but defeat him. Not through violence, and certainly not in the form of the Force lightning Anakin used to defeat the Emperor in his Force Vision quest, and later would also execute in the future. Luke defeats his further using an unstoppable wave of light, the antithesis of the dark and roiling dark side that had claimed Anakin. Just as the Force prophesied he would. The question fans need to ask upon repeat viewings is how much Anakin Skywalker could sense from the mysterious silhouette bearing a familiar lightsaber. Did Anakin know this may be his own son? Or did he assume it was the next chosen one sent to rebalance the Force? Or perhaps, he could sense that it was both. Either way, the Force is clearly never wrong. Darth Vader number 25 and the entire series preceding it are available from Marvel Comics.